If you look at his career path, there's been this metamorphosis, this real growth of starting as a 6th-round draft pick that nobody expected anything from to be one of the great quarterbacks in the history of the game.
He'll do anything and everything to beat you.
He doesn't quit. A great leader, a winner.
He's a quintessential champion.
Brady does it again. This guy's Patriots cannot be stopped.
If you look at the history of this city, and every team has had its stretch where it had some sort of run. The one team that really didn't was the Patriots. They were an absolute laughingstock in the NFL. And then Bill Parcells got hired in 1992.
They draft Drew Bledsoe, they go to the Super Bowl, they lose to Green Bay.
You know, Bledsoe was the guy at that time.
And then Bledsoe goes down.
Oh, what a hit by Mo Lewis.
And then Brady started playing, and he just started doing all the things that you needed to win. He wasn't really, wow, look at Tom Brady. He was just managing the game, not making mistakes, and I think that's what the Patriots wanted.
The expectations in that first season weren't very high. I mean, here's a guy who, as I said, came out of nowhere, and the feeling was then that New England's not going to go anywhere, so he can do what he wants until Bledsoe comes back because it's his job. But of course, as we know now, when Bledsoe came back, it wasn't his job.
If you go back to the first Super Bowl the Patriots won with Brady, they were complete underdogs. And New England embraced the underdog role. And all of a sudden, they shocked the world.
Vinatieri with the kick. It's good! It's good! The Patriots have won the Super Bowl!
Even during the Super Bowl era, when they won again in 03 and 04, it was more of, yeah, Tom can do a lot. Let him keep going. Let him keep going. And that's evolved into where he is today.
Let's go, Pat!
I think Tom Brady definitely embodies Boston because Brady's humble. He started out humble, he will continue to be humble, and yet he may go down as the greatest quarterback ever.
It made people know where they were on the map, where they were saying, hey, this is hallowed ground. This is the Patriots, this is where the Patriots play.
I think if you're a Bostonian, the one thing you look at is like, man, this guy, he may live, you know, with all this wealth, but he's one of them. He brings that lunch pail mentality every single day.
And we are very fortunate in that we've had some of the great players in the history of sports, in all of the sports. Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Bobby Orr, John Hanna, Ted Williams, Carl Yastrzemski, go right down the list. Brady is really approaching very exclusive status because he has won more than just about anybody short of Bill Russell.
Is Tom Brady the greatest of this generation? I've posed that question. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, who's the best? Majority of the time, defensive players will say Tom Brady.
Brady out from the half-yard line. 3rd down and 10. And Brady putting it up. Manning drops back. Why not to Wes Welker? Manning coming out throwing. Brady looking to throw it. Manning steps back, fires. That's vintage Brady.
That clutch quality that Brady possesses is really the thing that distinguishes him from Manning.
And you see him on the sidelines, kind of yelling at guys, and that's something you see like in Ray Lewis, a linebacker, doing that. You don't see that as a quarterback.
When you look at the early years of their careers, Manning had all the passing numbers, Brady had the titles. Brady didn't have the cast around him that Manning did, at least as far as offensive weapons are concerned. So the Patriots went out and got Brady, Randy Moss, and Wes Welker. And in that first season, Brady set the single-season touchdown pass record that was held by Manning.
When Patriot fans look back on 2007 and at the stats, they're going to be like, what? It was a great run. They went 16-0, an historic regular season, but then they lost in the Super Bowl. And what got lost in the whole thing was just how great Tom Brady was.
He'll definitely go down as the greatest quarterback here in New England. But to be the greatest quarterback in NFL history, he's not too far away from that.
I'd be very interested to see if he can get back to another Super Bowl, maybe win another one. If he does that, you've got to start thinking he's then in the conversation for the greatest of all time.
4th title to his legacy then cements the conversation with Joe Montana. Joe Montana got there 4 times. This guy would have gotten there 6, won 4. He won this 4th one late in his career. That says a lot.
If he wins a 4th Super Bowl and he's been to 6, well, I think now with him and Montana, you have a serious debate. We are going to look at his career as being one of the most comprehensive and thorough performances in the history of any sport.
He knows he's going to beat you. He may not have the skills, but he will find a way. He will outsmart you.
as I'm around him, I don't see the fire. I feel the fire's growing. And I feel it's just bigger and bigger.
And no matter how down the Patriots get, there's always a way he feels he can bring this team back. That's why they feel like they're never out of a football game. And that's why it's so exciting around here. That's why these fans love it.
The most amazing thing to me about Tom Brady is, despite his level of success, it doesn't appear to me that his hunger or will to win has waned at all, which is incredible.
If I ask him the question, hey, Tom, you just won your 4th Super Bowl, you tied with Joe, you tied with Terry, and if I ask you which Super Bowl is the most important one, out of the 4 that you won, he'd say the next one.